I used to imagine marriage as a glossy photograph, two flawless smiles, hands entwined beneath a sunset sky. But the first startling truth I wish someone had whispered to me is this. Step beneath the archway, and every hidden fracture in your heart is suddenly bathed in cathedral light. Anger echoes louder. Old shame walks the hallway at night. Lust lingers like smoke you thought had cleared. It's not cruelty, it's chemistry. When two souls fuse, every fault line becomes a shared tremor. Yet grace too is amplified. Where you once stitched wounds alone, you now have a witness who can press balm to the places you never could reach. And so we learn the second truth. Love is not the rush that races through your veins at the sound of slow music or the brush of a hand. Love is a verdict rendered by the will. It is the voice of Christ on a lonely hill. Father, forgive them, spoken while nails split his flesh and the sky turned black. He didn't feel affection for a mocking crowd. He chose devotion. In marriage, you will wake some dawns shivering in silence, waiting for feeling to stir. It may not. Choose anyway. Pour the coffee, kiss the forehead, refill the gas tank. Place your heart on the altar once more and whisper, "Today I do again." Love that lasts is built on four pillars: passion, commitment, pleasure, sacrifice, and the storm tests every stone. Passion pursues when routine numbs desire. Commitment plants its flag when escape seems easier. Pleasure reminds us God invented laughter long before lawyers drafted prenups. And sacrifice? Sacrifice is the daily crucifixion of ego for the resurrection of voisins. Neglect one pillar and the temple leans. Neglect two and rubble is only a matter of time. Stoke each fire, guard each wall. Yet marriage is never a duet performed on an empty stage. You marry a family too. Quirks, histories, blessings, and bruises braided into their DNA. They will offer heirlooms of love and, at times, the inheritance of conflict. Build bridges of honor, lay boards of healthy boundaries. Remember, leave and cleave is not abandonment of parents. It is the courageous pivot of loyalty so the new covenant may breathe. When you honor the elders from a united front, Thanksgiving dinner becomes a sanctuary instead of a battlefield. And still, one myth lurks like a wolf in the honeymoon's glow: the myth of mind reading. We assume the one who adores us should automatically sense what we need, how we wish the towels folded, which words wound, how silence can feel like thunder. But unspoken expectations ferment into resentment. So speak. Speak kindly, speak plainly, speak early, before tiny annoyances accumulate interest and the emotional debt comes due. Hold a weekly marriage meeting. Empty the closets of grudges while they're still pocket-sized. Intimacy's most sacred chamber is not the bedroom alone. It is the space where two voices rise as one in prayer. When spouses kneel, heaven becomes the third strand of a cord that will not break. Prayer is vulnerability stripped of pretense. When your partner hears you confess fear or declare gratitude, souls knit tighter than any flesh can bind. Even 1 minute together, whispering Psalm 23 before sleep, sends roots spiraling into eternity. And finally, the crown. Marriage is ministry. You are living parables on display, a sermon that echoes louder than pulpits and brighter than stained glass. When a cashier sees your patience, when a child feels your gentleness, when a widowed neighbor receives your shared kindness, they witness the gospel with skin on. Ask each year, who encountered God because our covenant existed? Let that question guide your calendars, your finances, your Saturdays of service. So here we stand, 7 truths laid bare like stepping stones across a river. 1. Marriage magnifies, it doesn't mend. 2. Love is a decision renewed daily. 3 of 4 pillars, passion, commitment, pleasure, sacrifice, must all stand. 4. You marry a family, honor, and set boundaries. 5. Communication over mind reading saves souls from silent storms. 6. Prayer together weaves spiritual intimacy unbreakable. 7. Your covenant is a canvas for God's glory. Take them, not as warnings that dim the dream, but as lanterns, bright and honest, lighting the winding path beyond I do. Tend the flame, water the garden, choose each other at dawn, at dusk, in sorrow and in song.